Have you ever wondered how the world might end? Let's delve into the term apocalypse. It traces its roots to the Greek word apocalypsis, which translates to revelation or the action of uncovering. In the sacred confines of the Bible, it refers to the book of Revelation, a prophetic text penned by the Apostle John. This final chapter of the New Testament paints a vivid picture of the end times, the divine judgment, and the much-anticipated return of Christ. It's a narrative steeped in symbolism, a testament to the impending final battle, famously known as Armageddon. This celestial clash will pit God against earthly sinners and the devil himself. The apocalypse, as it's understood, is more than just the cataclysmic end of the world. It is a prophecy, a revelation of the ultimate truth and the final judgment that awaits us all. A prophecy that foresees the end of times, the apocalypse is a story of revelation and final judgment. The apocalypse is not just a single event, but a series of prophetic visions. This series of visions, as documented in the book of Revelation, is a sweeping narrative filled with trials, tribulations, and divine judgments. The narrative begins with the breaking of 7 seals by the Lamb of God, each resulting in dramatic events. These include the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, symbolizing conquest, war, famine, and death. Following the seals, 7 angels with 7 trumpets herald more calamities, each trumpet blast unleashing a new disaster. Next we encounter a woman clothed with the sun, locked in a cosmic conflict with a dragon, symbolizing the devil. This is followed by the rise of 2 beasts, signifying false prophets and earthly powers that oppose God. They enforce the mark of the beast, without which none can buy or sell, a symbol of economic control and spiritual allegiance. The narrative then shifts to 7 angels pouring out 7 bowls of God's wrath, causing further tribulations. These range from painful sores afflicting those bearing the beast's mark, to the Euphrates River drying up to prepare the way for the kings of the east. In the midst of these trials and tribulations, the book of Revelation also prophesies the second coming of Christ. Here, Christ returns as a conquering king to judge the living and the dead. This event is intertwined with the rapture, where believers are caught up in the clouds to meet Christ. However, it's important to note that interpretations of these events vary among Christian doctrines. Some view the rapture as a separate event occurring before the tribulation, while others believe it happens simultaneously with Christ's second coming. The book of Revelation closes with the final judgment, where those who rejected God are cast into the lake of fire, and the faithful enter a new heaven and a new earth, free from sin, death, and sorrow. These prophecies, filled with symbolism and divine revelations, paint a vivid picture of the end times. But the term apocalypse has found its place far beyond the sacred scriptures. It has seeped into the fabric of popular culture, imbuing itself in literature, films, and other forms of media. When we speak of an apocalypse today, we often conjure images of catastrophic events leading to significant changes or destruction. From the dystopian landscapes of novels like Cormac McCarthy's The Road to the devastated worlds of blockbuster films like Mad Max or The Day After Tomorrow, the term apocalypse has been redefined. It no longer solely signifies the prophesied end times from the book of Revelation. Instead, it has become a metaphor for any catastrophic event that has the potential to reshape our world, whether it be a nuclear disaster, a deadly pandemic, or the devastating effects of climate change. In this context, the apocalypse is a dramatic, transformative event, often marked by devastation and upheaval. From divine revelations to cataclysmic events, the term apocalypse holds different meanings. Originating from the Greek word apocalypsis, it refers to the act of unveiling or revealing. In the context of the Bible, specifically the last book of the New Testament, it signifies the prophesied end times, the final judgment by God, and the anticipated return of Christ. This book, often called Revelation, is an account penned by the Apostle John, brimming with symbolism and prophecies related to the end times. The term apocalypse has also found a place in popular culture, often used to describe cataclysmic events that lead to significant changes or destruction. Interpretations of the apocalypse vary wildly, colored by different Christian doctrines and beliefs regarding events like the rapture and the second coming. Whether a divine prophecy or a cataclysmic event, the apocalypse continues to intrigue and stimulate our imaginations. It is a term that transcends time, embodying our deepest fears and most profound hopes for the future.